guys, we're back. Bulletproof Traders in the house. Friday today, and we're gonna be talking about the watch list. We got three assets to talk about, which one of them actually is getting triggered right now as we speak. So I think it's good timing for us to go over the watch list and talk about that position. That is, sorry, that's not the right place. What I'm looking for is watch list, right? So we're gonna go to the market watch list and check out that list that we have. Here it is. So we got three assets, guys, that I want to talk about. One is actually, it's breaking out right now, getting triggered. I'm talking about the Bitcoin Cash. We've been waiting for this one for quite some time, and it's happening. But before we're going to talk about the Bitcoin Cash and potentially even pull the trigger on a new position right here, now, live, I also want to talk about two other assets that are still in pending status. We're talking about Stellar and we're talking about Litecoin. All right. As far as Stellar goes, it's 48.84 with a move of 10 points to 58.76. That's just one target for us with the Stellar. Litecoin is not that close to getting triggered, but I wanted to put it on the list because I do believe we might be chasing that move. Trigger here is 113.92 going to 132.63. It's a big move. One target. And the last one, like I said, Bitcoin Cash, 516.3 is the trigger, and we got triggered. One target, 612. That's a big move. It's like 20% move, right? Let's check this out. Let's pull it up and check this out. All right, so we got two positions right now. We got Solana and we got Polkadot, right? We had Ethereum as well, but we hit target with the Ethereum, so we're out of the Ethereum. What I want to do now is establish a new position on the Bitcoin Cash because it's cracking that 516.3 level. We're getting triggered into position. Now look, the day is still running, right? So we don't even have a daily breakout confirmation yet. But I think we will have. I mean, sure, it could pull back below 516 by the end of the day, and that's not going to be a good sign. But I think it's very unlikely that it will. I feel like this is a legit breakout. The reason being, price action had tried twice to take a downside move back to the lower section of that range, but it failed to break 486, not just once, but twice. So that's very suspicious. The fact that it couldn't produce that move back to the downside, but back to the lower section of that system, that range, suggests that this is a legit breakout, right? Now we already know it's on its way to 612, right? We already know that because it broke above 454.74. That was the initial trigger. That was the original trigger. So we know it's on its way to 612. Now I believe this is a legit breakout, which is why I'm going to jump the gun a little bit and not wait for that daily confirmation, daily close confirmation. Right, guys? So let's go right ahead and fire off a new position on the Bitcoin Cash. I'm ready for this. I think a solid stop loss level could be at 478.35. We should be safe there. 478.35 is going to be the stop loss level. Obviously, if this is not a breakout, it's going to pull back and then start to turn around. Yeah, we don't want to be there, right? So 478 is a good level to work with as a stop loss. As far as target goes, that's easy. 612.88. I guess we can round it down a little bit to 85 just to make sure we nail it. Boom, there you go. New position for us, Bitcoin Cash. We got triggered. Now, I also talked about Stellar and Litecoin. Let me show you what's going on here. Sorry. So, yeah, price action is basically got compressed into this very narrow range. Right? It's a very local system, very local, very short term, but it's still containing price action. Take a look at this pullback today. Which is why I believe 48.84 is legit. It's a legit trigger. So once we can secure a breakout of 48.84, which we didn't get yet, then I think we can start targeting 58.76. Now, what is 58.76? Where did this level come from? Well, that's easy. What I did, because obviously that's a breakout. Right? We didn't think, I mean, we had tons of success with the Stellar, but we didn't expect that kind of overshooting and a breakout of 40.15 as if it was nothing, right? Like a knife cutting butter, just smashed it. So now I'm thinking it wants to go higher, right? What I did was I took the previous opposite move, the significant one, from top here back in early January 2025 all the way down to the very bottom, and I applied 123.6 Fibonacci projection, the first level of extension, and it puts me right here, 58.76. So I'm thinking price action is going it's going to continue to close the distance to that level and eventually touch down. But again, we want to have that breakout first, right? Because we can see how 48.84 is putting a lot of pressure on price action to the point that it had to drop all this distance, right? So yeah, that's the Stellar. And then Litecoin. So Litecoin is a bit tricky because obviously the official trigger was 168. But taking a move from 168 to 132 is too big. It's too much of it's too big of a move to chase without breaking it down to digestible pieces. Because I can see a situation where it's going to have a massive technical correction, right? I don't want to be there. So that's why I'm saying it's too much. It's too crude, that move. It's too crude. But now I can see a situation where we will jump into position, because we do have, well, I broke down that move into two stages. So up to 113.92 and from 113.92 to 132.63, that makes more sense for us. So now we just need price action to start breaking above 113.92, because that's a key resistance. Once it does that, establish itself above that 113.92, we're going to jump in and try to chase the rest of the move to 132.63. That's pretty much the game plan. Alright, so right now we have Bitcoin Cash, now new position. We have the Polkadot and Solana. So altogether 3 active positions. I'm going to come back talking about those probably tomorrow in a market overview and portfolio breakdown. But yeah, that's where we are right now. That's the situation, guys. Keep your eyes on the watch list. Now, 2 assets are on the list, and we might get busy with those 2. We'll see. But for now, yeah, 3 positions. That's about that for the day, guys. Hope you enjoyed the rest of it. We're gonna be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Take care.